Hello and welcome back. I'm Beaver Joe and this is Captain of Industry. We are pretty okay over here, minus the part where we're losing a little bit of unity every once in a while, but we are not okay on golden construction parts that we need for the red construction parts. Tier 2 today. We need to place the thing that I talked about last time, which was the shipyard. Found one place that seemed to be reasonably, well, would at least fit it. There you go, terrain too low, but not in that one spot. Come on, you had it now 3 times. There you go. This is where we want to put this. It feels like there's a mountain in the way, though. Should I worry about that one right now at all? Oh no, hold on. That's just the general coastline, and all we really need is enough space for something right here, but I'm just assuming that the game would not let me place this thing unless it could actually fit into the area. You did miss the thing again, where you actually had a green. There you go. I saw it click right there. Now ships just should come in, and if I have to, I just have to dig down on these mountains that are sitting over here. Great. So we're gonna get that one built and deployed. I think if you do that anyway, there's more stuff here. If you do that anyways, you may as well get a couple of these things organized. Start repairs. Yes, I would like to start repairs on this ship as well, because why not? Cool. So we're getting all those things done, and we are relatively busy with all of our trucks. That is great. Not really, but we don't really have real opportunities to do anything else yet. Let's deliver the next truck so we can get that one all sorted out. Is there anything in here? There's a tiny bit in there. I would prefer if I can just get this out of here relatively soon. That'd be great. Low food supply. Okay, where are we? We have 110 free housing. We don't have enough workers and we don't have food. Should you do something more, useful with your food production? Yeah. yes, you should. Tree sapling, cool. Didn't know that was a thing. But we can also, for 10.5, we can get some vegetables, at least out of a couple of these, in some of the growth stages. I think that is not terrible. How about you? Do you want to also do vegetables? Yes, but then we also want to do more of this, and it looks like we don't have natural replenish. How much? If I don't do anything, how much do we get? If I do a little bit of green manure, we get some. Sure. It feels like that is something that we need to do. So we could get a couple of veggies out of this. Why not? The veggies would come out on that side, which is then storage, unit storage. Obviously, it doesn't fit right there. That makes perfect sense because why would it? Do you just want to pick them up from the same place, or what's your plan here? Honestly, no. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Is this in the way of the city? Eventually, maybe that will be. But for right now, we can really just double the city's expansion points, which should be fine enough. Didn't we have this is completely not important right now, you know that, right? I do know. I don't want the balancer. I want a sorter. Yes, this is good. How does the flipperoo work? It is like so. Okay, if we plop it right there, maybe this will actually work. Will it work? Yeah, it's fine. It will totally work. Okay, just do it. Do you want to go this way? I mean, it makes life probably a little easier because alignment. Okay, let's do that. Let's waste a couple of golden construction parts before we get started into producing more golden construction parts, so we can make all of this work. That one would go there, and this one, at that point, you're at least doing the other connection wrong because you really just need the conveyors to go the other way. You're blocking probably some access right there. That's possible, but I'm gonna ignore that for the time being. We're just gonna feed stuff into here and copy this one and copy this one. And then we can store one thing here, which is probably vegetables for right now. And I guess tree saplings are the other thing that goes in here. I'm not really sure yet. What do we want to filter? Vegetables. I don't know which direction it goes to, but I'm sure it will go somewhere. I don't know which one sorts what, but we're okay for now. Either way, leave it alone. That's fine. Okay, great. Wonderful. Now what? Golden construction parts. Yes, you're also running out of Unity, so take a couple things off the Unity booster, because I don't think we want to afford that for too long, and our trucks are still extremely busy, probably not unrelated to we just did a bunch of stuff. Missing input. Yeah, you're missing lab equipment. Okay. That makes me a little nervous. Who do we have on lab equipment right now? It's right here, and you are kind of working, doing the things that I want you to do. You do technically use the same materials as a maintenance depot, which tells me we should probably put lab equipment right next to this, because it's already an established production chain. What do you think about that? I think it's a great idea too. Bebo Joe just has the greatest of ideas. RR, rotate that. Do you want to make sure that you have enough room? It looks like three over is enough room, so that's good. Put one there, put one here. Conveyor belts, please and thank you. That's more golden construction parts that you don't actually have. Psst. It's fine. That goes there. You go here, and then obviously you will go right there. Yeah, that's fine. And they can just keep producing what they were already producing, and life should be great. Wonderful. Cool. Now what? You're going to produce this. Great. You have a couple things that you can collect. That's great. Oil, golden construction parts. Golden. I'm happy that I clicked on this button, because that was a lot of good stuff that we actually needed. 600 units of them. That's good. That's good stuff. Tree harvester has no trees to harvest. Oh, okay. Let me help you on that. I'm glad. The notification system in this game is something great. I have a comparison to a different game that does notification absolutely horrendous, because everything is just noise. Just click, 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 and there's all these notifications that even hide behind themselves. Multiple times I try to suggest to the developers different ways to handle that. Didn't happen. I'm not the developer. It's not my game. I'm not responsible eventually in the end to make things work or not work. But holy bananas, it is painful, very, very extremely painful to play with a bad notification system. I'm not trying to badmouth anyone, honestly. It does sound like I am. I understand that. But yes, it is very difficult to work in an environment where notifications are just noise and not really meaningful. So this game does it pretty well. This is what I'm trying to say. Let's get another one delivered here so we unload some of our people. Okay, veggies go over there. Got it. Good enough. That's how a filter works. It's the corner, not the everything. Cool. Golden construction parts. Yeah, that's what you wanted to do. Right. How many do we have? We have a bunch right now, so we actually have a ton of opportunity to make something happen here. And I thought about something. I did think about something. We have this thing. Not this thing, but this thing. We have a flat balancer. The balancer has priorities. Priorities are great. I would like to use the priorities to actually get a couple things organized for us that currently are a little difficult. So let's put a splicer in there where we get a little bit of extra space. We don't need a sorter. We don't need a connector. We just need a balancer. There you go. Already done. Would go through there. I want... I'm going to replace all of this because I don't like the location that it's currently sitting on. But on top of that, I will also... Do you really not like it? What are you going to do with the electronics? They can splice in behind it. What I'm going to do is have two storages here, just like so, like you're seeing right now, that will... Wrong one. Actually, no. Oh, this is nice. Flat conveyor. Just everything gets sorted for me right away. That's lovely. You want to go there? I mean, that's fine. You're just avoiding any funny business over here. Either way, I want this one to be the highest priority. And all that means is this will turn into our standard construction... white construction parts. The tier 1 construction items will always go here, and that's going to be that way forever-ish. And when this is full, we have enough pieces of construction to do the thing that we want to do. Now, where do you want to run the other stuff? That's an excellent question. And now I have to think here, because I don't want to run another conveyor belt all the way over here to restart my setup. Also, are you still producing enough stuff over here? You are not actually producing enough cement blocks. Okay, that's interesting. Are you going to distract yourself with setting up another one of these? I think I might. Are you sure? Yeah, they're just not able to produce more than what we need. How many are we producing right now? We're producing 12 concrete blocks. This guy requires 6. So for every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's call it 12. We need 6 of these. All right. You know what's the good thing about the setup that you have going on over here? It doesn't require much thinking because you can simply expand everything that we already have and life should be pretty good. Even this part of the conveyor, because we do now have that piece, the conveyor connector that lets us get all the connecting pieces exactly where we want them. Actually, that I wasn't sure about that tall conveyor that went through there, but that will work just fine too. Why did you just copy 1? You said you needed at least 6 for this to actually work, and that's what we're gonna do. So there, that one's obviously not gonna work here because terrain. That's fine. We're just gonna align them a little bit more like so. This should be fine. Nobody has a problem with this, right? No, nobody. Great. Conveyor belt. Yes, just flat conveyor goes in here. Very good. And then flat conveyor goes, hey, goes in here. Why is this on level 2, not on level 1? Just for simplicity for myself. What we don't actually need is more water storage. So that one goes away, but not that one. This one can go away. This one goes away. This one goes away. And this one stays. Okay, it looks like, well, no, this will be fine. If we do fluid pipe, we can have a bigger pipe. In case you're curious, that is a thing that we can do. That one will go there, and then this one will actually connect to here, unless there's a simple way to connect from there. And there is. Wow. I did not fully expect this, but I appreciate that that is the way that the game lets me do things. Cool. All of those are connected. Now we do have 6 connectors on that side. That's a good start. We're still not doing the tier 1 things, which is wild. Why are you being so difficult about this? I mean, seriously. You have to go here. You technically have to go there. We can make that with this guy. Cool. Then we need a flat conveyor. Not that one. Hold on. Hold on. We don't need a flat conveyor. We need an aggregate conveyor, which connects right into there over here. Also connects right from there into... Holy bananas. That doesn't really want to play ball, does it? No. No, it did not. But this should be fine. And then we need one that connects our slag friends to this guy. Is that really where you want to go? I would prefer you go here. Very good. U-shaped connector. Really? Why? Nope. Not there. I can tell you that for nothing. I would like this one just to connect right here. Are you connecting now? I think you will. You might. Hard to tell. It's not really doing the thing that you want it to do. Undo this, because I'm pretty sure this should just work. That one connects to here. It's possible that we just needed one extra space to make that happen. No, it's just like... It was just slightly wrong. It wasn't completely wrong. It was slightly wrong. Therefore, we were where we were. So that's good. U-shaped conveyor. E to get up in level. That's good. Should have held shift. E goes there. E goes there. Flat conveyors. Flat connector. Goes down one. That connects here. And the next one connects there. And then everyone should be relatively happy. And we should get more cement stuff out as this all gets built. Obviously, we will start running out of water here, and the trucks are currently shuffling around to make all of that work. But I think we may be okay. Yes, I do have more bricks that can be produced from the other side, but I would like to avoid that. Keep this full. If you don't mind. How many materials do we actually have sitting out here? You're not even full. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. What is your malfunction right now? You are going the wrong way. Okay, that's not a surprise at all. You have to go the other way, obviously. You're going there. Okay. You're going slowly there. This is half full. That should all be fine. These should kind of be in the same rhythm, but there's something else missing. These guys are not producing anything. Okay, there's no access to this one. I understand that. I don't want any access to this. Stop anyone trying to get there. Maybe that's why my trucks were full. Like, fully busy. Don't know why, but there you go. Then what do you need? More coal. Great! We're out of coal in this area, which is why we're not producing anymore. So this one's also not set to be aligned. And this one feels like I should just assign a truck to bring some coal in. And I'm okay with just making that the actual truck if you want to bring some coal here. How's that gonna work? I don't know. Where are you? Hey, buddy. I haven't used you before. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Where's the view thing? There we go. There. Now we have a camera. Okay. So you're gonna go down here, lose storage assignment, enables you to pick a specific spot to manually order this vehicle to drive to. Nice. Recover. Cool. Send vehicle to depot to scrap for parts. Got it. But all you're gonna do is just drive out here and get some coal, and that coal hopefully keeps the copper running for the time being. That feels like a good thing. We have a bunch of trucks sitting there, but we really, I think we're okay on coal. I don't see a reason why we have to increase our coal production at this point. It may be beneficial to expand our coal harvesting area and put that closer to where we actually are over here. But besides that, I don't really see anything else that we have to do. Yeah, there's a ton of coal still here, and there's a big mountain sitting on that side. I think that's all fine. Yes, I do know that I just removed that tiny designation right there, but I think we're okay. Yeah, stand closer to here. Good. What else can I get distracted with? This thing is built. Cool. I wasn't kidding. I was not kidding at all. Are you building this, or what are you doing? I would like you to produce something, and oil rig can produce some stuff. Production level 2, upgrade to the next level. What is this you're producing now? Okay, great. What does that cost me? It costs some unity to run you. Got it. That's why it's like, hey, you shouldn't do this right now. Cool. Can you come down here? Go home, because I want you to expand and actually get this guy cargo delivered as well. That would be great. All right, what else can I get distracted with? Make primary, that's a shipyard. Okay. Do we have... What do we have? How does stuff work here? And I feel like this has changed, because I would like to get some oil from the ship thing. Okay. Look at your research. Construction 3, yeah, that's coming. Cargo depots. This is what we need for oil to actually have something happening, and we can add that to the queue relatively soon. Long trains, I don't think we need you. At least not yet. Large generator, sure, at some point. Sulfur processing belts. So yeah, we have one. Where's 2? Oh, cargo depot over here. Got it. Yep, I just haven't researched that yet. That makes perfect sense. So we're gonna get that once construction 3 is done, which is not really necessary. So construction 3, can you actually go back in the line? No, I don't want you here. I do like that it keeps track of how much was already done. So it's helpful. Oh, it does need construction, this one. So 1, 2, 3 trains, larger vehicles, maybe larger pipes, other things. I'm not sure that anything else is really super important right now. Why is it doing construction first, though? I don't want construction first. I want cargo depot first. Then I want this. Then I want... Honestly, probably large vehicles, because a couple large excavators could help, and then we can go to trains. I still need to get red construction parts. You know, the thing that I set out to do today? I haven't started on that yet. Whatever unity are we wasting? You're wasting unity. Okay, I appreciate that you guys are trying to do something useful here, but that's what we need to do. Obviously, this one fills up right now. You could just leave everything the way it is. Yes, I could. I would like to produce a lot more, but yes, I could leave these exactly where they are. Alternatively, what would you even do here? You could turn this around and have them run to the right and then run them back on themselves. I don't hate that idea. I also think that that is something we can simply do with this guy. If we run you nice and close to the existing thingamabob here, just until there. And then we're going to use this tool to copy everything. Don't hate it. Okay, if you don't hate it, then that's what we're going to do. Great. You plop there, you plop there, and then you plop here. It looks like we made one mistake. Okay, unplop. Got it. Copy. Yep. Talk to you. Very good. Probably here. It can actually fit there. Okay, that's your problem. You just had one extra connecting piece and you didn't need it. Cool. They can do their thing. Great, great stuff. This one can eventually get deconstructed. We have a lot of pieces right now. You can deconstruct it right now because I don't know what I actually want to do with this one just yet. So let's do like so. Okay. And then the other conveyor, what is your plan here? Honestly, this thing can literally go anywhere. Plus, it's not even barely full right now. So yeah, where do you want to put that? I wouldn't mind having a storage nice and close to this whole setup. So let's make that a thing. Get me a conveyor belt, get me a flat conveyor, get me you connected to the little middle piece. That looks good. Everything is already in the right direction, or orientation, I suppose it is from here. Get rid of you, get rid of you. And then this one is mostly full, and it's just the extra stuff that goes to the golden construction parts, just like that. I kind of like how this is going. Okay. Electronics, keep you relatively full so we can actually produce them, and then talk to the copy settings. Sure, you, all of these get the same settings. Great. They just have to start producing them, and that's a different part of the challenge. You know what I talked about earlier with why would I put everything to the left of the production instead of to the right of the production, where the right of the production makes absolutely a lot more sense. Also, you need to be recovered. Get out. Get out. Why? How many are there? Okay, it must have been more than one. Let's just assume that was a thing that happened. What do you need? You need more crushed slag. Okay, you know what we can do with that? Because we're actually backing up here. That's not a problem at all. You get built. Now. More. Okay, you don't have a recipe yet. Set recipe. Obviously, I just want you to do exactly the same. What's this? Copy is V. From there to there. Cool. And you're producing 24 units. How many do we need? Per thing, we need 9. So we have 48 units, which are about enough for 5.5, which it means the 6 that we have here kind of just barely probably play out the right way. All right, we're going to go with that. Doesn't feel terrible, so we're going to leave it. I don't know that any of the third level conveyors are actually useful in this situation besides blocking our view and making things look a little more busy. So just for my sanity and hopefully for some of yours, let's remove all of these guys. Good job. Well done. Awesome sauce. Cool. So they can do whatever they need to do. We are splitting out these conveyors the way they need to. We're getting this stuff in. And now it's just how do you want to store all of this? And the answer is pretty simple. I know that I want to store everything into this direction. I don't really want to block that guy, so I'm going to leave myself just enough room to probably annoy myself. But right there, no. If you're going to build this, build it in the right place. Don't build it in the wrong place. Weirdo. Right here. Yeah, just offset to the side just a little bit. You're still going to get in your own way. Probably. How are you going to deliver stuff to that? I don't know. Okay. We're going to do this. It will be glorious. Conveyor belt? Yes, flat conveyor. And then what are we going to do? I mean, technically it would be nice if we can do this, but I don't think I really want that. I think this is what I want. And then just connect all of these to the one output that they all need. And then for the next, if we have to expand this for more golden construction pieces, which you didn't do the math on the construction pieces here. How many golden construction pieces, how many white construction pieces do you need to satisfy this many golden construction pieces? I don't know. That's a loaded question. I don't have an answer. Cargo depots are halfway done. That's exciting. You will store just golden construction parts, and obviously we can expand this as much as we need to once that becomes a thing. Those are all doing the thing that I want them to do. White construction parts are being produced. Great. We are getting the bricks in that we are looking for. Awesome. They're all being produced over here. All that looks honestly really good. Surprisingly good, actually. Now, just how much slag are we producing? 12. So 24, 48. Is this a one-to-one type thing? Yes, it's a one-to-one type thing. So we're almost maxing out this stuff that we have right now. Anything over here? No. Pick up fuel station, whatever. Could not store potatoes. Tree harvesters, no trees to harvest. That is something we do have to look into. So tree forestry, get rid of this stuff, please, and this for right now. We still have so many trees everywhere that I'm not terribly concerned about where, like, about getting trees back, but for right now, that's just fine. All right, what else do you need? This one is still not really working. Got it. You are not bringing coal in. Why not? You should be collecting coal. Why aren't you? There's no coal to collect from here. Okay. There's just not a lot of coal coming in right now. I understand that. We don't have any more excavators available, and the large excavators won't become available for a little while. So how about we do this? Coal will become very important. Let's just get these built. And then because we're already in the area, we may as well get a couple extra trucks for this operation, and then we'll see how things go. Shopping center. Where's my store? Food market is right here. And that one, I want the conveyor belts open, has a, that conveyor and the other conveyor. Okay. That was very specific. You know what I meant. One is a loose storage and one is a not loose storage. How about we just give ourselves a storage for both things? Will you be able to drive around that? I really don't know. I'm gonna guess the answer is no, but I also don't want to make this too close for everything else. So 2 spots behind you, maybe that's enough. Put you there, put you here. That looks good enough. Run the closed conveyor there and run the, stop it. Run the flat conveyor over here. If you don't mind going up, I wouldn't hate that, but no, there's not enough room for you to go up here. So the trucks can no longer drive around this side. You know what? That's okay for now. Tab. Let's look at our ship that we want to deliver something from. Why do we not have enough iron to actually ship this out? Oh. Oh. Do this one. Okay. Is it loaded? No, it's 150 iron scrap. Okay. What's your problem? Oh, I didn't have any iron yet. Okay. We have some iron there. Now the truck's actually running around and bringing that to the place that I wanted to be brought to. Great. Golden construction parts, just 600. I know that that is not going to be enough just yet. So how about we do 2 extra ones? Just for a little extra storage. That should make me feel better for now, at least, probably. These guys are doing what they're supposed to do. How about you bring a bunch of potatoes here and then you bring some veggies here. I'm assuming the veggies just give us a slight improvement on our health or something like that. At least that's what I would like to see. Health is 0. Okay, what can we do here? Vehicle pollution, yeah, sure. Air pollution, landfill pollution, water pollution. Got it. Food, electricity, water, beacon, research lab. Where's my no active disease, research bonus, something, no data display? It doesn't actually tell me. I don't see a way to increase my health, but maybe 0 and 1 is not a terrible thing. Maybe it's awful. Who would know? Who's there to judge? You guys. Okay, power. Why? Why no power? This one is producing a bunch, which means this one is producing a bunch, but our current demand is way higher than what we have available. Interesting. And our max capacity is getting up there, but I wonder if these guys just have to, like, activate before they can do anything silly. That is very possible. Here's what we're gonna do. I will do this different, because I don't know that these two not being connected to the same thing, doesn't matter. Who is spinning up? Who's the thing that actually slows this whole operation down? It's possible that it was just coal not being delivered here, because look at that. Coal here is relatively empty. Would it be helpful to have an assigned truck here? Yes, assigned truck feels like a good thing. I do want the others to also deliver, but having one dedicated truck there is probably useful. Then how's it going? The depots are ready. That's great. I would think that you probably have at least 1 or 2 excavators ready, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 trucks available for doing a little bit of activity here. I like that the fuel station is right next to it. That's super helpful. B-Ball Joe, why are you hurrying through this episode? I don't actually mean to. It's just kind of a thing that's sort of happening right now, so leave me alone. What can I do with you? Primary? No. Shipyard? No. Keep empty? No. Where is the thing that I want that I just researched? No, none of those things. Definitely not production. Maybe under trade? No. Blueprints? Definitely not. Message center? Sure. There's a bunch of stuff here as usual. Can you deliver this? Deliver cargo. Go. I would like something, not iron, not separator, not all of this stuff. Air separator? Cool. I can get CO2, which we haven't even started building anything about that yet. Do you want another turbine? Honestly, we have enough capacity for power. I just need to make more happen. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to build a captain's office at some point. That gives you edicts and other things that may help down the road, so we may as well make this happen. Sure, captain's office, do you mind being on the trash? No. Of course not. That's totally fine. Priority production just super low. That's great. How you doing? Couple trucks that need to be built. Got it. Ship deliver cargo to demand cargo ship. That is nice. I would like to get some research. I would like to build this thing that we researched. Cargo depot. Fluid modules. Yes. Unlocks. Cargo depot module for transferring fluid materials such as oil can be built at any empty slot of a cargo depot. Okay, you are a cargo depot. I don't need you to be primary. I just need you to be... How can I build something? Feels like it should just kind of slot in there. Ship designer doesn't help. This is fine. This is also a cargo thing. Priority is fine. Ship, no. None of this is useful. Where is fluid? Fluid module. Where are you? I literally do not know where you are, and I can't build you out here. Interesting. Does it have to be next to primary? No. Can I place in the ocean? I understand. I would like you... This has to be parts of ships, right? Housing, waste collection? No. Definitely not trees. Definitely... I mean, shipyard... Oh, cargo. Cargo. It has to be somewhere here. Where is... Let's just look for cargo, I guess. Cargo. Cargo depot. That makes perfect sense. B-Ball Joe just did it wrong, as usual, because that's how things work. If I flip you around, where do you want to connect to? Like this. Not really. Okay. I didn't have to build this. It's really all that translates to at this point. Needs to build in the ocean. Can I place in the ocean? There's like that much green space that I need to access. How much terraforming do I have to do for this thing? Some part needs to be in the ocean. Huh. It wants, like, place right on the opposite side of where it currently sits, which is not space that I really have at the time being. Gosh! Are we ending this exactly the same as we ended the first one? Apparently. How about... I just want to see that... Yeah, okay. So something like this is what I need to get access to this thing. Can I place you here? Collision with Shipyard. Yes, I could place you here. I do know that most of our oil production currently is not going to be in this area, so I don't really want you in this space. I'd much rather have you in this space, and now that I know what I'm supposed to build here, I may actually be able to finesse a little bit of something in here. Runs into Shipyard. Yeah, it's not super helpful. If you destroy that shipyard, you can totally build that here. I think that is your best option because we really don't need the shipyard where it currently sits. Do you just want to... Yeah, collect that right now so we can actually get it done. Wonderful. Cargo depot. There you go. Put it as much to the side as you can because I do want that space. Not there, not there, there. Okay. There's the first one. Just build it. I don't want to wait for this because we have the materials that we need to get this thing built. I just needed to get actually done. Building up from the ocean is not really a problem. Great. Then you need to have... It's not here. Is it here? No. Where are they? There's the cargo ship that we already had that didn't show up early and I was confused about. That makes perfect sense. Totally, I promise. Storage? No. No. Maybe? No, no, no. Cargo docks. Okay, this is a bad UX. Every other menu has a general thing. And now for logistics, you're like, oh, for logistics, we don't have a general tab. You actually have to find whatever you wanted. Not cool. I do not appreciate that. I think I want 2 of these so we can get enough connections. And then can we upgrade you? Not yet. Cargo depot at some point, maybe potentially we can put another one here, but this just has to be built, which then means we have a lot of Unity probably going into this thing, but that's okay. 0.8 and we're still positive, so that's all good. I'm expecting you to... available to pick up. Yeah, whenever it's full, to just head out there and do the thing that I wanted to do. Health is going down a little bit. That's not great. Current disease is cold. Silly guys. Don't want to really use more of that stuff, though. I feel like food production will come in handy relatively soon. Plus, this one does have to be expanded. I think the layout is okay. So just do it. All right. We're just going to get this one right next to you. Effectively exactly the same setup as before. Mechanical, that stuff. Okay, F. Just want to flip it over because the connections that were there didn't make sense the other way. And then we go, how much steam are you producing? 48. Great, that's what we want to see. Pipe, yes. Into here, absolutely. Get that connection. And then the pipe just has to move 48 units, not more than that. Construction part 3s are done. That is something that we will definitely do next episode, somewhere in this area. I will probably do a similar split with white and golden construction parts over here. As you can see right now, we have a lot of them. You know, that is something you can probably just do right now because this thing, you can run a conveyor wherever you want to, wherever you feel like running a conveyor to. But you do need more of these for sure. So you may as well plop that one here. Get a couple pieces deleted. We just need 2 spots. Great. Flat balancer goes right in there, and this conveyor goes into that conveyor. And I actually wouldn't mind if you do the other orientation just so we have more room. Priority wise, the north one is the higher priority item because that's where we store our stuff. This goes into the red construction parts, and we're going to get to that when we get to that. Awesome sauce. Anything else? No, I think that's it for today. We got the golden construction parts done. Please note that that was the first time I got done what I meant to get done. We are running semi-low on coal, even though these guys are doing what they're supposed to do. We have another cargo depot coming in. Interesting. I don't know that I can build the larger vehicles without the red construction parts, so there's a lot of stuff still going on here. Hope you're not getting vertigo, because that's not my plan. Let's get a couple more for coal, because we are using a ton of coal right now. And while we're out here, how about we make the ship do one more exploration? What's down here? Probably pirates, but we may as well go out there and figure out what it is. Okay, there's a big mountain here that you can just flatten out. What are you going to do with that? Yeah, we probably should. Okay, what are you going to do with it? I don't know. Also, your tree harvesters are out of stuff again, as usual, so get that one under control. Okay, just all of this for right now. We'll see what else we're going to do with this. You guys can also go away. Cool. Thank you so much for watching. Episodes are getting longer. There's more stuff to do and more distractions to be had. So maybe that's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. At least now we have the power that we were requiring. You still have to do something with the oil to actually do something with it. And most of it will probably just run out here to these two oil pipelines that we just have to reconnect again for stuff to actually work. We can probably put a balancer in there as well. How we're doing on oil right now, we are getting lower. It's not low yet, but it probably won't take all that much longer for that to happen. And I don't actually know how many units we get in here when that happens. Both of those only contain 250 units. That may not be a lot, and maybe a ton. We'll see how it works. Yeah, I'm not sad about anything. Also, we can dig a little deeper here, if that is what you want. You can flatten this out first, but it probably makes more sense if you just go deep. I'm gonna go deep right away. Okay, great. Mining designation. Get rid of all of this and go deep, because that's apparently what you're going for now. Thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate your support. If early access is something that you care about for these fine gentlemen that probably have commented before you even saw that there was a video out there, that's available on Patreon, YouTube, memberships, all that stuff. Well, I invite you to partake in that. No requirement, because the video will come out eventually for you, for everyone. Just if you want it earlier than most people, then you can, if that's what you want. I don't think I want to get too close to these buildings right now, so we're going to leave that alone. I don't know if I need one or two places right there to not have this collapse, but this makes me think we have more chance of getting all the digging done. And that's exciting. We also have a lot of iron. You can probably remove one from here. Maybe. Could be a bad idea. And add one to here. Sure. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.